Hi, in this short video I just want to talk to you about this bead string and why we use it, and a couple of things you can do with your child to develop their two-digit understanding. So basically what we're trying to get here is just a really concrete way to develop number sense and number facts and number composition all the way up to 110. So the first thing you've got to do with the bead kebab is just get the child to understand how many beads are on it, and so get them to count it for you. So they might start going 10, 20, 30, etc. But again, how do you know there's 10 beads on there? Don't just assume. So how do you know there's 10? So they can break it up, and they might go 5 and 5 is 10. How do you know that's 5? 3 and 2, what's another way? 4 and 1 makes 10, cool. So that's 5 and 5 is 10, right? So that's 20. Now, without them just going 30, 40, 50 all the way through, that's okay. But to move them past that, they might go, well, here's another 2 groups of 10. There's 4 groups of 10. That's 40. They might grab another 4 10s. Well, I can see there's 2, there's 2, there's 4. 4 and 4 is 8. That's 8 groups of 10. That's 80. And there's 2 more groups of 10, which makes 10 groups of 10. There's 100. And there's the final group of 10. So I've got 110 beads. Right, so how to use this? Very similar to the bead kebab, but it's just, obviously you can make bigger numbers with it other than 20. So just randomly generate numbers to start with. So I think you could get them, you just grab a random number, just go, right, just any sort of random number. How many beads do you think there are there? Or tell me how many beads there are. So instead of them just going 10, 20, 30, get them to, try to see, well, there's 3 groups of 10, there's 30, there's another 3 groups of 10, so there's 60, I've got 60, and try not to go into that habit, and I've said it every video, sort of 1, 2, 3, 60, 2 and 2 is 4, 1 more is 5, so I've got 65 beads there. Another way is you can just generate a number and get them to make it on the bead string, so you can use the dice for that. So get your 10s and 1s out. So that can represent whatever, that could be your 10s, 1 10, roll again, 4 1s, 14, can you grab me 14 beads please? But this really good activity for, a really good resource for adding on common multiples to a number. So what I mean by that, it might be, say you've got the number 26. So 10, 20, 3 and 3 is 6, 26. And I'm going to add multiples of 5 to that. So I've got 26, 5 more. Okay, so I know that's 5 because 4 and 1. So 26, add 5 more is 31. Add 5 more, 2 and 3 is 33 and 3 is 6, 36. Eventually, once they've got the sort of patterning happening, oh yeah, so there's 4 and 1 is 5. So that makes 41. Can you do it without grabbing the bead? What do you think the next number is going to be? So they might say, okay, so that's 41, 5 more. Well, no, that'll add 5 more to that. That's going to be 6, so 46, and then get them to check with the beads. And then eventually, yeah, that's 46. Then eventually they'll be able to do it without the bead kebabs, so that they can start doing it in their head.